What's up, everyone in the TGG universe? Producer Nate here, aka Cory's older bro, aka the disaster, aka... No, that's all the names I got. Feeling better, voice is working, energy level has gotten up a little bit higher, sitting at about a 75%, give or take. And this is the second to last match this week. It is Cory versus Chris. Cage match. Now, last week we had a little bit of an analysis. Who do you think's going to win? I don't know. So that's, it's a toss-up. I really just had that conversation last week. Well, not last week, the week before. Last week I made the video where I couldn't even talk. I also lost my voice again on Sunday. It's been an interesting adventure, to say the least. I haven't been this sick and I don't even know how long. That's not why you're here. You're here because you want to see who's going to win in a cage match between Cory, the Chocoboss, versus the Italian Stallion, Chris Polito. And yes, he did pay me to make sure that that was his name in the game. He did that. If my voice sounds like it's still a little low, it's because I don't know how much yelling I'm going to be able to do. But on with the match. Here we go. Okay. Cory in green, Chris, go for a grapple, snapmare right off the bat. Cory is looking to take after Chris. Oh, jab, 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 jab. Oh my God, that was like a left hand, right. Oh, and a stomp to the gut. Chris is going after him hard. Cory, now you gotta remember, Chris is a boxer. He's coming after, oh, and a clothesline from the Chocoboss. Going right into a figure four. Now, he can't submit, but it is gonna work him down. Using some lunging strikes there, back into this, knee to the chest, dropping a knee to the back of the Chocoboss's back. Chris, that would look like a Chris-initiated grapple, and then the toe hold down, a hip toss from Chris, stomp onto, oh my goodness. Throwing Cory into the ropes, and nothing happened. Ooh, you can hear those hard rights. That sounds like he's using a little bit more of like the medium to the high-end stroke one, dragging Chris down in the middle of the ring. What's he gonna do? Get kicked in the face. Well, of course he is. Now Chris is dragging Cory into the middle of the ring. What's he gonna do? Nothing. Stand up, grapple. Cory throws Chris into the ropes. Chris stops it, grapple. Cory throws Chris into the ropes and it stops. Oh, and that is one heck of a right hand. Drop toe hold. Going into what looks like a just simple Boston Crab, working that lower back of the Italian Stallion. Now Chris looks like he's on the aggressive, throwing Cory into the ropes. Cory grabs onto the ropes. Now Chris comes back. Another hip toss, pretty hard one right there. Ooh, and a stomach kicker right there. Missed with the slap. Cory again trying to get this rope thing working, but no one seems to want to do more than just hold on to the ropes. Cory dropping Chris's knee hard on the mat there. Now they're going out, there we go, another knee strike right into Cory's sternum. Chris is bringing Cory into the middle of the ring, dropping that foot on his lower back. Cory now, Chris, Cory, Chris, Cory, Chris, Cory, Chris, and Chris and Cory both end up back down on the mat. Chris looked like he was gonna go for something up the upper body. And that was a simple little uppercut. Remember, Chris, boxer, not as much as a wrestler. Cory's much more of a technical wrestler, but that was an awesome suplex that was just delivered. Cory throwing Chris into the corner. Capitalized? No. Another snapmare. Cory analyzing his situation here. See, now he's using smaller moves. He doesn't want to gas out too early. Throwing Chris into the ropes. Chris grabs onto the ropes. Another drop toe hold. Picks him up from behind. Went for a back kick. Another nice right hand slug to the face. Ooh! And he just slammed Chris's head right into the turnbuckle. Oh, and a body slam. Dragging him out to the middle of the ring and gets kicked in the face. Chris is looking to strike, I think. That's flying clothesline, just took him down. And now he's doing that double-fisted gut pressure thing. I don't know exactly what it intends to do. Cory fights him off right away. They're staying in this corner. Oh, look at this. Cory's patented 5-knuckle tosser, followed up by a heavy clothesline, back into it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Then Chris hits him with a couple of handy dandies. He goes running into the ropes and drops an elbow. Ooh, and he hits him with a stunner out of nowhere. Look at this, a 1-2 combination. Cory is now in serious trouble. That was a mean DDT just after being hit with a simple stunner. Chris misses with a massive clothesline. Cory gets out of the way. You're in a rolled up cradle, it looks like, trying to maybe gas him a little bit with some sort of sleeper hold. Cory breaks out, Connects on the slap. Oh, Chris goes back with that deadly hand combination. Another DDT roll up. Nope, that is definitely still the same submission hold. He's catching him. He's trying to catch his breath. He's trying to catch out of his breath. Cory now on the aggressive. Picks Chris up. Oh, and misses. And that 1-2 combo knocks the Chocoboss flat on his face. Chris now tossing Cory into the turnbuckle, backing up for a run, but Cory got out of the turnbuckle faster. Chris hits him with another stunner. Chris now going up to the top turnbuckle. What's he gonna do from up here? Oh man, he just freaking RKO'd from the turnbuckle on the Chocoboss. Cory gets up, he is not shaking it off, but definitely would have had an effect on him in some way. Now Cory no, that was reversed by Chris. Nice little headbutt. Chris points to the crowd. He is definitely dominating right now. Cory again throwing his head into the turnbuckle. Chris just shakes it off. Went for what looked like a clothesline there, missed. Here we go, a little 5-knuckle shuffle. That's a 5-knuckle shuffle. There you go. He hit him 5 times. Cory goes into the ropes, goes for a run. Chris gets up before whatever attempt he's going to do, but he kicks him to the mid or lower plexus. Now there's a knee. Cory into the ropes, drops an elbow. Oh, I think he missed. There, Chris was like responding. Drops an elbow on your face. Cory, turnbuckle, super kick right into Chris's face. How is he going to capitalize on this? Neither man has actually tried to make a way for outside of the cage yet. Oh, another massive headbutt from Chris. And another punch from Cory. Oh, here we go, a couple of jabs. That's another 5 jab combination. Chris is looking a little bit gassed here. Cory is definitely looking hella gassed. And he just got clotheslined right down to the back of the mat. Cory goes in for, oh, here we go, a little back and forth between Chocoboss and the Italian Stallion. And it looks like Chris, oh, wait a minute. Drop kick city right into Chris, but Cory is gassed. He cannot make an attempt to climb the cage if he doesn't have the energy to do it. Oh, and a little winning there yet. Can't pin, Chris. You gotta remember, you can't pin. You're blowing all your energy. Look at Chris. He is slowly just running out of air. It looks like the Chocoboss as well is also just, oh, with a knee. Now he's going up the top. Oh, and he drops an elbow from the top of the turnbuckle. Catching his breath. Chris is not giving him any time. 1-2 combo punch. Chris now going for the top, going for the cage, reaching the top, climbing over. Cory now following him up. It looks like this could be the Italian Stallion. Chris just beat Cory the Chocoboss in a cage. Man, oh man. I'm not even 100% sure I saw that coming. Chris was clearly the aggressor in that match. 12 minutes, 40 seconds, game time. Whoa. So that means that the championship match is going to be the Disaster versus the Italian Stallion. Nobody saw that coming. I didn't see it coming. Anyone in those comments says they saw it coming. I mean, there's not really a lot of comments on anyone who's predicting anything. No one's predicted anything. That just occurred to me right now while I was verbalizing this. I'd have to go back 2 weeks ago and take a look at my notes, but I honestly thought that there was definitely a good chance that Cory probably could have out-technicianed him. But this match was just clearly Chris, like heavy dominance. Like, yes, they were both getting gas at the end there. That's 100% true. But it was very clear that, like, Chris was just coming in with those strikes. Like, that's his boxing background. He wasn't so much into, you know, any kind of fancy stuff. He was dropping knees, he was dropping elbows, he was kicking in the stomach, like, and he did that two-handed stomach thing that I really don't know what that is. The stomach pump, that's what we're gonna call it from now on. Second to last episode. So, what does this mean for the Disaster? Is there any kind of chance that the Disaster is going to have against the Italian Stallion? Clearly, brute force. The Disaster technically has more wins, but I don't know. None of us do. We're going to have to wait and see. And really, that's what this is all about. Well, yeah, is the seeing part. The waiting part, you know. But the seeing part, we're waiting, and, you know, we're still waiting and seeing. It works. I don't know why I'm second guessing a perfectly good statement that I made. It's plain English. I'm not gonna lie, after that, I'm a little nervous for the disaster. I foresee a time that there could be a possibility of Chris, the Italian Stallion, being the TGG champion. I do not want to alarm you on what kind of future that would be. But it is a possibility that we all have to prepare for. We all have to be ready for. You know, this is a thing. Tune in next week. See how it all comes to an end and who the TGG champion is. Wrestle your faces off.